motherfucking tube. It's your boy, Rollo Jenkins. Man, just want to, acknowledge a great heavyweight fight, man. We ain't had no shit like that in a long fucking time. That fight was so nostalgic for me. It made me feel like I was watching Holyfield Bowl kind of, back in the day. Not quite as much action, but that was a fucking good fight. That was exactly the type of fight that we needed on the big stage and a high level at this point in stage in boxing. That is exactly what we needed. We really needed this shit. Klitschko probably looked better than I've probably ever seen him. Even in defeat, even with the loss, he made me more of a fan in this fight than he did probably in his previous 15. A lot of questions about AJ were answered in this fight. I ain't saying nothing that hasn't been said in probably 100 videos you've watched already. But the one important thing that is missing is that his youth is probably what got him through that fight. And these are the things that I always say about boxing today. When you're younger, let me give you an example. I had like a beer, maybe 2 beers, and like a half a shot of Crown. And I'm not hungover, but like I woke up knowing that I drank a little bit. Not hungover, but just that feeling, that you had something to drink yesterday. And when I was 20 something, man, that shit would have been nothing. When you young, you have the ability to do things that you cannot do and not willing to do when you get older. Right around that 30 mark is when you start to be a little more conscious of all the things that you do and how you treat your body, your limits and all of that. When you're 20, from 21 to 28, 29, you're reckless because you've always been able to recover, to recoup, to regroup, to get back. It's just things that you could do that you can't do right around turning that 30 corner. Now, granted that depending on how you live your 20s will greatly affect how and what you can do in your 30s. But the fact of the matter is, I don't understand why it takes so long for these big fights to happen. I think that was great for AJ to get that type of experience, that type of exposure, that type of recognition in 26, 27 years old. Because believe you me, once he turned that corner, getting those mid to late 30s, that type of fighting, that type of style, shit gonna be out the window. And Deontay Wilder is at that stage. So I'm hoping that they can fight sooner than later. The later they fight, the more stinky the fight's gonna be. The sooner their fight is, if it happens, the better it'll be for both fighters and for boxing as a whole. I don't understand why these fights take so long and why people want to wait and marinate these fights. I got a feeling that this like Chavez and Canelo fight is gonna be really good, because when you think about it, Chavez just kind of hit that 30 mark. I think he's 31 now, and Canelo is still like 27, 28 maybe. So it should be an action-packed fight. But believe me, turning that corner, 30, 32, Canelo is going to start to have less exciting fights. I just hope that AJ and Wilder can get in the ring soon. Hopefully Wilder can get him a fight, a high-profile fight, maybe against Parker or Ortiz. Come out the victor, and these two guys can be fighting probably the same time next year, hopefully. And it could be one of the biggest fights in the history of boxing. Sadly enough, Wilder hasn't done his part in the meantime because, like I've been saying for the longest, Wilder should have been the one fighting Klitschko. AJ had plenty of guys that he could have made big fights with over in the UK. Tyson Fury, Ortiz, some of the other guys coming up, Pulev, and these will be big events in the UK. Either way, we've seen him have big fights in the UK with lesser fighters, so he would have been all right. Wilder is the one who needed the Klitschko fight to build up his profile. But either way, we got a big fight coming, hopefully. And as long as, these promoters and managers or financial advisors and relationships don't get in the way, and they see the amount of money that can be made for each fighter, because that's the only way that they make money is if their fighters make money, that the fight and possibly other fights can happen. And we get the exciting, theatrical, dramatic type of fights that we seen with AJ and Klitschko. It's your boy, Rollo Jenkins. Holla at your boy.